doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, everybody out there. It's the Negro Rocker Podcast coming at you.
Right is right, wrong is wrong, though. You know what I'm saying?
And I noticed it at first, but I was like, okay, maybe that's just no big deal, whatever.
And I get that part too, but hey, we still call it that part. Take ownership of that shit. Go get help with it, seek help for that shit, and kind of correct your
They're politicking, rapping, shooting the breeze, trying to holler at a name. Hope get something together for the weekend, whatever.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
It would be the volume of the conversations, though. It would be, boisterous. You know what I'm saying? We get up in there and we just start doing us.
Just loud. Niggas just loud.
We kind of touched on the Supreme Court a little bit, and I know, Joe, you brought it up in the pregame. And this is this can be very deadly. So the Supreme Court won't stop partisan gerrymandering. So, despite the court's anti-democratic ruling, that's some other shit.
Somebody explain gerrymandering for the people like me that don't really understand what that means.
Gerrymandering. We had an episode about a year and a half ago about this shit. So gerrymandering is basically, the history of it, why it's called gerrymandering, is because there was a governor in Massachusetts, like 1800s or something stupid like that, named Eldridge Gerry or something like that.
Yep.
And basically what they had done is they had tried to ensure that they, whatever party he was affiliated with, that was the Democrat, Republicans, or the Whigs, or whoever it was, you know what I'm saying? But to ensure they had power in the House of Representatives or maybe in state offices, they basically drew the lines on the map to make sure that they could maintain a majority for whatever their party is.
Yep.
So if you were in a state like Missouri and say it's 50% Democrats and 50% Republicans, you know what I'm saying, but you got a Republican legislature and a Republican governor or whatever, you know what I'm saying, what they get to control every 10 years when the census is done and the lines need to be redrawn. So if you've got Republicans in power when the census comes out, they're going to draw the line. They're going to give the Democrats District 5 in the congressional race. They're going to give them District 1, so they're going to give them St. Louis and Kansas City. And then they're going to draw the line specifically so that they can have 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8 go Republican.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so even if it's 50-50 Democrats and Republicans, it's 6-2 in terms of representation in the House of Representatives for Republicans over Democrats. You know what I'm saying? They do that so they can maintain control in the state house, in the state legislature. So they're going to draw the lines so that, you get more Republican state senators, more Republican state representatives.
Yep.
Then you're going to
So
get
they moving the
Democrat.
goalposts.
That's exactly what they do.
Yeah. There you go.
That's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
But this Supreme Court ruling is saying, hey, the courts need to stay out of that. That's politics. We need to be above politics. Y'all handle that yourselves, which to me seems convenient because the justices who voted in the majority were all appointed by Republicans who have been widely benefit from gerrymandering in recent years. They have been winning the elections, especially in those years when they shift the in those years when they do the census and they shift the alignment of how many representatives each state gets. And so like for instance, Missouri used to have 9 representatives.
Right.
And the last census came out And basically what they said is Missouri grew, but some of the states in the Southwest grew more, you know what I'm saying, the Sun Belt. So they took, say, a representative away from Missouri, and we went from 9 to 8, and they gave that representative down to, say, Arizona, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, when they do that, the people who are in the 9th district of Missouri don't have a congressman anymore.
Nope.
So they need to be reapportioned, and they need to be reassigned to one of the other 8 districts. So who draws that map? The people in the state house in Missouri. Right. And so who is drawing the map? Well, there are more Republicans than there were in Democrats in the state house, so the Republicans are controlling the agenda. So when they draw the map, they draw the map so the lines benefit their team.
Exactly.
And so the Supreme Court is basically saying here, that's all good.
So hey, they go low, we go high. Motherfuckers. That's the one thing Michelle Obama said that I just like, God damn it, no.
and so what, you know, my dude who pointed this out to me on Facebook, you know, he kind of tagged me in a post about this. He asked, you know, about the fake woke niggas, and how do we justify to them that, see, you know, we need you to vote, but their argument is our vote don't count. And with gerrymandering going on to where I may be the one Democrat and 50,000 Republicans, that vote really won't count. Or I am one of 80,000 Democrats voting against 20,000 Republicans. They don't need my vote to win that Democratic district because they stacked all the Democrats into one area. How do we tell that person that their vote don't count? I mean, that their vote does count when it's obvious that the courts have ruled that they don't. And so my argument to that was that the president was elected in a statewide election.
Mm-hmm.
They voted, they tallied all the votes in Missouri, and he won. Trump won Missouri. They tallied all the votes in Kansas, and he won Kansas. Right. They voted for senators. They voted for senators, and in those situations, those are also statewide elections.
Yep.
Right.
And so we had an opportunity at the midterm. We had an opportunity at the presidential election to vote Democratic senators. In both chances, we allow Republicans to win. So
exactly.
So guys, give me a second here.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm going on mute real quick.
All right. Got that family. Yeah. Just, I mean, that's still a question to ask, though, because, I mean, I think a lot of people, we talked about it earlier when we were playing the clips of the debate, and we talked about the sound bites and people getting snippets of information from Twitter and social media, and how you can kind of, and that's why I like you guys, because even though we have similar beliefs and thoughts, we, for the most part, arrive sometimes at the same destination but a different path. So there's always a different viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. But I think a lot of times people, and we talked about it in our chat group that we have with JB, Damon, where a lot of people create these echo chambers and they're just fed the same BS from quote-unquote friends, which leads us to people who make us feel justified and right by not getting out to vote, which is very deadly. Because
crazy.
Well, the thing I could tell the person that's on the fence about voting why I think that your vote does count, because I mean, although that it's the Electoral College that actually does the actual voting of the people, the Electoral College also goes by the popular vote, who the populace wants to elect into the government. So basically, the popular vote is the one that actually elects the president, actually elects the candidate for presidency.
Right. Go ahead, my bad.
And that's what the part that these people are missing. It's not the electoral college casts the vote, but it's the population. It always goes by the population. Who the population of each state wants into that wants to be elected for that position. So if we get the numbers, so if the Democrats get the numbers in the state of Missouri to say, hey, this is who we want a Democratic president, or we want this candidate to win the election, the Electoral College has to, by the Constitution, has to vote for that person. That's how.
No, that's not true.
And,
That's not true.
And,
That's not true at all.
and before you get on, and I was going to say, back that up further, because I think Joe touched on it too, is we get caught up, especially the Electoral College and presidential elections, we get so caught up in that because that's the narrative that gets pushed. We keep forgetting to push the narrative of the local, whether it be city, county, state elections, which then go up to what's going to make up, as far as that, we get into the Electoral College and what pushes the president.
Right. So what I was saying to you is that the lines for local elections, when I'm talking about statewide, that gets drawn by the state legislature. Right. And then they kind of reinforces itself because they're going to keep drawing the lines to keep in power. So they're going to keep winning seats and they're going to keep holding on to that power. But what I was I kind of got distracted over here. There's a little bit more going on in the household than normal.
We all good. We all got families. We understand.
But so what I was saying is that we absolutely had a chance to affect this particular outcome in the Supreme Court, because the last two justices that were assigned to the Supreme Court were assigned by Trump. We knew that he was going to assign one when Merrick Garland didn't get seated. And so it was going to be between Hillary assigning the next court member, or it was going to be about Trump doing it.
Yep.
And then when we voted in that election, and we allowed Trump to get in. And that's people in Missouri, that's people in Michigan, that's people in Wisconsin, I believe.
Everywhere.
Florida, you know what I'm saying, with some of the key swing battleground states, you know what I'm saying? When we allowed a Republican to get to that seat, particularly this Republican, we knew the type of person he was going to assign to that position. At that same time, several of those states, Missouri being one of them, had an opportunity to rehire a Democrat for those seats.
Yep.
Or oust the Republican we had, Roy Blunt, and assign a Democrat like Jason Kander. And in both situations, we did not. We allowed a Republican to hold that seat, and both of those Republicans are going to vote to confirm whomever Trump assigns.
Yep.
So those are situations where this particular court case is one where the ripple effects of people not voting directly affects everybody, because now, it may not affect the Senate race, it may not affect the presidential race, but it's going to affect the House races.
Yep.
And it's going to continue to affect, like you said, those local and state elections, which are really, they're closer to home and they affect us more. When you're talking about, how the healthcare system is going to be run, that's going to be run by the state.
Yep.
Who's going to make those decisions at the state house? The roads, where's money going to be apportioned for that? That's going to come from the state house.
And Brother Joe, Obama sat there when he was about to leave and told people it's bigger than the fucking White House. He told us that. It's bigger than the White House. Get your ass out and vote. And everybody, and I get it. Like, and we talked about it too. You like Bernie, I like Hillary, but at the same point in time, if Bernie hadn't been up there, I voted for his ass too. It's just like you fucking say, okay, my man didn't get it, I'm gonna vote for Hillary, even though I got issues with her. People got the shit, the fact that, and I got friends out there who can just look me in the eye and say, well, they the same person, emails, Democratic Party is corrupt, this and that, and I get both the parties are corrupt, but you trying to tell me the shit that's going on in the world right now is going on if Hillary's in the White House? If you say yeah to me, I know you just trying to win this argument, this debate, and you full of shit, and you don't care about people that look like me or people who may look like you, because I've had this same debate with black people.
Right.
Man, it's insane. But okay,
Crazy.
It's crazy, D. It's crazy.
They thought Obama was laying a bar down.
Yeah, it's in. And now, like, it's like, you know, people, you know, well, Obama, if you love him, I mean, and I get it, like, he wasn't perfect. No president is perfect.
No.
We are a country, for the most part, the only thing we produce is fucking wars and bankers. So if you're going to sit at the throne of this country, for lack of a better term, you're going to be dropping bombs on brown people somewhere. I'm sorry to tell you that, people. That's going to happen. If you thought that Obama was just going to be the you thought this motherfucker was going to be John Coffey and try to save them all, that wasn't going to fucking happen.
No.
So, I don't know, man. We talk about it all the time, and we all get frustrated about it because we know too many people in our lives that we love and care about who just kind of high laid down, didn't go out and vote. Maybe they thought Hillary was going to be a shoe-in, or maybe they thought they all the same. I don't know.
No. Well, I take my constitutional right seriously. I'm allowed to vote. No, excuse me. I don't have any, criminal records or whatever it takes. You know, whatever they say that will take my voting rights away. I have the right to vote. So I'm going to go out and cast my vote. You know, because I have not only I have that right to, but it is the right thing to do. It's the right thing to speak your mind on which candidate that you want into the office. So I'm going to do it. You know, even though sometimes it's inconvenient to do it. You know, you have to get up probably real early, or you have to stay in line late at night.
But that speaks a lot to our country though too, where we're a country where we don't even give people the day off to vote.
I damn sure got the day off, so I don't have no excuse not to go vote every time.
Right.
Yeah, all the jobs I had, but like you better make time, nigga.
Find a way.
you better find a way.
I was gonna say, because I know damn well Overland Park Regional does give time out. That's one thing they do give time out for, is to go vote.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We got an AFib at 7:30. Where you at?
Shit.
Yeah, shit.
Hold that damn.
Where you at? Move my next. But yeah, man. I'm just glad that the brothers here, and even like with Big James, Frank not being on here, but people who get on and get out and vote, man. I don't know if I could really fuck with people who just not voting and just ignorant to the fact of you not voting and how it affects us not only here locally and statewide, but also how that but will influence, as Joe pointed out, things on a national level, especially Supreme Court level, which is y'all starting to see. Niggas are starting to see. If you're reading just a little bit of Twitter, you're starting to see how that's fucking us over.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, the Supreme Court that's been in place, that we allowed to get in place, has a definite agenda. That 5-4 majority, they there to unravel the civil rights movement.
Boy,
that's what they there to do, and we allowed that to happen by not voting.
That's right.
You know what? Let's cleanse our palate.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank Rob. I don't know, but the haters seem kinda quiet. No barking from the blogs, no small. And clutch swap AD for my young dogs. Boys got they grub on, but didn't pig out. Now we in a hole with the cap, we gotta dig out. Worry about that later as I hit the dope. Thinking will my rigs be more than 24? I gotta go, cause I got me a max spot. And if I sign Kawhi, I can make confetti drop. Had to stop at a red light, looking at my mural, not a vandal in sight. And everything is alright. I got a tweet from Clues, we hooping at the Drew tonight. Called up the homies and I'm asking y'all, who coming to play some basketball? Get us on the court and we trouble. Last week messed around and burst the LeVar's bubble. Go debate me.
hold on, dog. Did he say, look in my rearview mirror and my mural is still in sight?
He said,
not a vandal in sight.
Not a vandal in sight. Somebody had time today. Somebody had time today.
Oh yeah.
I needed that, dog. It got 2 series on here. 2 series on here. That's pretty. Hey, dog. Hey, we talked about in the last episode. Niggas with a little bit of time in this computer, bro. They can make it happen.
Dangerous. We
do it every day. I mean, not every day. We do it every week. So a little bit of time, make it happen.
They need to get off.
Hey, since we kind of right here, I would like to ask, based on y'all last episode, real quick, just without a lot of thinking, who do y'all have as the top rap bar spitter in sports?
Who?
I got to go Lillard.
Yeah. I got Shaq Fu, man. Then I got Lillard, but I got Shaq Fu.
The Diesel?
The Diesel used to have. Remember the Diesel rap with the Notorious B?
Hey, I was talking about that with Lady Lavender. Stop that. You can't stop the rain, dog.
Yeah.
I was so mad when Shaq started rapping, dog.
What are you talking about? Hold on, dog. I think you done forgot.
No.
Then he had with Foo Snickers.
I'm a Foo Snick. I'm a Foo Snick. Get it. I'm a Foo Snick.
The Foo Snickers, man. Come on.
Hold on, dog.
I got Shaq, then I got Dame Lillard, man. I mean, it ain't that many people we can go off of, but.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Y'all forgot about the homie Deion Sanders though. Didn't he have some high fire?
Deion tried to do it too, man.
Yeah, Sanders reminded me of fucking MCM.
He reminded me of boy.
Hold on, dog. Hold on, dog.
Imagine yourself in my shoes, close your eyes and get up in here and picture how it feels to be the king for a minute. Now feel it, Porsches, Benzes, pounds is endless. It's never hard to tell who my crew or Twizzle Men's is. Players, Pepsi, and
damn, he got that You Can't Stop the Rain by Loose Ends, dog.
Hey, dog.
I remember, I just remember not being impressed.
By Stop the Rain?
I just remember not being impressed at all.
I like Stop the Rain.
I could tell you, he might drop some bars, but you know, I just remember.
Nah, I still got Dame better than Shaq, but I ain't gonna say I was mad when a nigga rap.
Nah, Shaq had some fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just a little small little tidbit I want to know.
Hold on though, but what about? Why are they playing? Oh no! Hey, can you rap? What's up, Doc? Can you rap?
Them with your boys though.
Hey, look at it, wow!
Come on, dog.
Man, don't be acting like you wasn't fucking with no Foo Snickers, and don't even do it.
No. Shit. No.
You a lie.
No.
Damn, somebody went way over the top of this comment. The moment when you realize Shaq is nicer than most rappers out today. Oh.
What?
Nigga, you gotta get out more, nigga.
You need to turn your radio on.
Hey, and the sad thing was, that was like 3 years ago he made this comment.
You need to turn his radio on. God.
Nah, he turned his radio off. That's probably the problem.
3 years ago, he might be right.
Hold on, I forgot about that Deion Sanders shit. Hold on, what Deion?
No, not the Migos.
Oh yeah, must be the money.
I would think a Quavo beat over Shaq any day. Okay.
Are you sure you can handle this?
And I don't like mumble rap.
Not a Mentos.
I don't like a motherfucker. I don't like that bullshit. I like, that for real.
I like Nas, man, the real Nas. Yeah, bro.
Oh shit.
Now y'all really gonna piss me out. Hold up. But look at Deion getting it.
Must be the money.
Must be the money.
Deion showing his abs off in the suit.
Stop that bullshit.
Oh shit.
have broke this one. Somebody should have broke his broke his damn ankles off this bullshit.
Nah. The worst thing ever, dog, when Deion tried to come back and he was that nigga got ran over trying to make a tackle. Fuck his neck up, dog. That was the worst thing I ever seen in my life for Deion. Stick to that coverage. I remember when he went and played for the Redskins. He was still wearing them big 1989 jerseys, nigga.
Shoulder pads.
With them shoulder pads, with them big ass sleeves.
Yeah, big sleeves too.
That nigga had extra fabric added onto them sleeves.
He had them Darryl Green sleeves.
And Darryl Green.
We're going down the rabbit hole, dog. Hold on.
Shout out to Deion Sanders, man. Like one of the greatest football players of all time.
Hold on, dog. Look at
Hell no.
Look at this. Look at this. He got him tucked in now. He trying to be sweet. That sounds good, Deion. That's probably when he got laid out. Anyway, yeah. I got Damien. I got Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
What about Nas? You ain't got Nas?
Look, which one? You talking about the real? You talking about Lil Nas or Big Nas X?
I'm talking about the real Nas.
James put it out there in the fucking chat group talking about
Nasir Jones.
Like he the only motherfucker. He the real Nas now.
He's trying to make you mad because you was upset.
You need to burn that man. God damn it.
Oh man, I don't understand.
Not the real Nas.
Ask any reporter. They be like, so Nas, how's it feel to make a country song?
Yeah, see, that's disrespectful.
That is so disrespectful, man.
That is disrespectful.
Hey, hold on.
And he ain't correcting him.
I got the real Nas.
That shit right. Come on.
That's the most disrespectful part.
Oh God.
What was that
Slander.
moment like out there?
Man, that was the most amazing thing I've ever experienced in my life.
That nigga he happy, dog. Why can't he be happy though?
He can be happy, man, but why does his second single sound exactly like his first single?
I didn't know he came out with another one.
He's got like a 7-song EP.
Yeah, it's like some video he had. What is it, video? Like a cartoon or some shit. I was like, oh no, what is this? Turn this shit off.
Why we acting like this nigga not a one-hit wonder?
Oh, he is. He is. I told you the reason why I like him because white people got mad, and I'm all in for that.
White people call this nigga Nas, and I'm getting mad. Fuck that shit.
It's full circle. It's a circle of life.
We just called this motherfucker Nas. Oh man, look, hey Nas.
That nigga,
Old Town Road.
Hey, white people, this is Little Nas X.
Hey, that nigga got that. He got that Wrangler contract. They was on Wrangler's ass, nigga.
What was he drinking like a fucking Snapple in that meme he put up there?
Bruh.
That shit had me mad.
He was so happy, and white people was mad, nigga. I said that deserves at least one stream from Spotify for me.
Well, what I do like about him though is he is he knows how to troll himself and be happy, positive about it. Like when he had that thing with Drake's album cover and his album cover, like this doesn't look anything like Drake's. He was joking. He's a jokeful troll. I do appreciate that about him.
He know what it is. He know that.
His 15 minutes is just about up.
Yeah, he know that
this
next year.
little nigga X, little.
Nah, man, he don't get X. He can get Nas. What he can't.
Nah,
get.
he can't get that.
He can't get Nas. Fuck that. Burn his ass.
He can't get X.
Why he gotta get burned? Why you so angry, Anthony?
Little Wayne probably pissed off. He got the little too.
Nasir Jones is motherfucking Nas.
I feel you. Well, the white man said this nigga's not.
Fuck him.
I don't know what you want me to say about that. right here in this second paragraph.
What you say,
Nas
Billy
is-
Ray? Billy Ray said.
Billy Ray. Billy Ray can eat a dick.
Look,
Need
hey.
to control your daughter.
Billy Ray said he don't care nothing about your meteorological assessment.
Billy Ray said he got a few apple pies. I mean, nickel pies.
Can we turn them Nas X pies into Nas pies?
That is not the real Nas. Fuck that.
Hey, right here, according to ET,
He's
News,
almost over with, though. Don't worry about it.
Nas agreed telling ET that his cowboy-themed performance of the song, which he previously released last summer prior to dropping a remix with Cyrus, was the most amazing thing I've ever experienced in my life.
I hope that black motherfucker died.
Why he gotta die? That's a lot. That's a lot.
His career.
Oh, okay. Damn, nigga only 20 years old. Can he enjoy his little money?
He can't enjoy. He gonna spend that shit up on some shit he shouldn't be.
Well, if he gonna die, he might as well.
Yeah.
Shit.
He gonna wear his Wranglers so they can't wear them no more.
Well, fuck him.
God damn.
Garbage.
So
Get that
angry.
shit off the fucking airway. That is not the Nas that I listen to. Shit.
So angry, dog. So yeah, I mean that was a good question. So that was a good question though, because James is he the one to put in the group? No, that was you, Joe.
I put it up there, but he put that fucking meme of a little Nas X doing his little fucking Snapper commercial, whatever the fuck it was, man. That shit pissed me off. He said that's the most famous Nas now. I was like, what?
It is.
I mean,
No,
Well,
no,
I
sir.
wouldn't say that either.
No, sir.
Dude.
No, I wouldn't say that. Hey, Nas,
White people going all crazy, dog.
the real Nas is over there cutting backroom checks and $40 million deals, and and after getting ghosted by Kanye
You know
on
he going-
Yes album.
He going on tour with Mary, is what they say.
Yeah, but besides that though, he out there finally getting his money.
Oh no, I'm saying that's the good shit though, because people love Mary and people love Nas. That's a good mix. It's a good
The real
mix.
Nas people. The real
Yeah, I said when I say Nas, I mean Nas. Nas is coming, nasty Nas, the nasty Nas, dog. Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's talking when he's talking about Nas, he's talking about Nasir Jones, the original, and not that fake bullshit that's Little Nas X or whatever it is.
His name is William.
Mama called him Bill. I call him nigga Bill. I don't know that's nigga's name.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So closing out. Yeah. Who were the four picks? You said it was Nas, Biggie, Tupac, and Jay.
Ooh.
Oh, I said Nas.
Was it one gotta go?
Yeah, one gotta go.
One gotta go.
And all they work.
As I'm sorry, I picked in my personal opinion, I picked Nas, and the reason being is because I don't have anything new by him.
You know who?
But it said all of his work. So
Fuck that. I can't. No, bullshit.
Wow.
Bullshit. Then I can't quit, dog.
I ain't had no new shit by Biggie.
You gotta pick.
You can't. Motherfucking day.
I ain't had no new shit by Pac in 20 years.
Yeah.
You talking about new shit? What the fuck you talking about?
Just wait. Next week they'll have something new for Pop. But no, man, no. But in all honesty, man, I cannot choose one. I can't
But
choose
you have
them
to.
because they all go.
You have
all
to.
four.
That's the game.
I know.
That's why we talk about it. If it was easy, nigga, this should be over with.
That is a fucking hard ass decision, and the reason why I picked Nas is because out of all four of them, even though I love all four of them,
you a Lil Nas because he ain't the real Nas to you. You a Lil Nas X fan, nigga. That's why.
Man.
Fuck Lil Nas X.
That's your shit, nigga. Hold up. You Nas gotta go. That's your
That
shit.
is not my shit.
I picked. I think I picked Tupac.
Go ahead. Oh,
I picked Tupac.
For what? Raise the band, you got one?
Oh, I don't know. I just.
Is he just the odd man out?
Huh?
He just the odd man out?
To me, out of those four, I think I banged him the least.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Out of that, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I think he has like 2.5 great albums, a double album, and But he has like 2.5 great albums to me. And I mean, I know Biggie, you know, his way limited as far as that. But I think what he put out though was just much more concentrated and just better to me. I mean, but it's not like a big stretch. But I got the 3 disc changer and I got 4 CDs. Tupac ain't getting put in.
Well, see, me, I'm gonna say Biggie. Tupac was my guy, especially not the early albums, the Strictly for My N Words, and that was the bangers.
That's what I'm saying. That's one of the ones. Yeah, I picked. Yeah, I like that.
And so Jay, I just can't. I mean, Jay's timeless. Whatever he dropped, anything back in the day, and Nas is the same way. I feel the same way about him like I do about Jay. Biggie would have to go. I don't have nothing negative about it. He just would have to go.
Yeah. And that to me, like, I couldn't get rid of Nas because his first album, dog. Whew, to me, that is still. I mean, you put that shit on. You put that shit in. I'm not skipping that. Yeah.
Nas is cold, but he would be my least favorite because I don't listen to him as much as I would listen to Pop, Biggie, and Jay-Z. That's it. I mean, that's the only reason why I picked Nas. Because I don't listen to him as much as I do the other 3.
Okay.
Who you got, Joe?
We know Joe. What you got, Joe?
Yeah, but you know Pac gotta go.
I didn't know he had to go, but
hey, he said it like Suge when he said, "Man, you know Pac got to go."
Yeah, like
you about to back this nigga over in his car before you kill out.
Leah, you know where I was in '97.
God damn, nigga. We just gonna delete that whole on that shit, nigga. Hey, Tim. Hey, that nigga was in Vegas with that nigga we used to work with who said he worked on Tupac.
He killed Tupac.
Yeah, you remember that episode? Nigga, you killed Tupac, nigga. But why is it just Tupac above all, Joe?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, when you say he got 2.5 great albums, I say he probably got about a half and 2/4 great albums.
A half and 2/4. That's some math, nigga. Hold on, let me write this shit down. Nigga said a half and 2/4. Nigga, goddamn.
I'm taking little pieces and chunks out of each one of these motherfuckers.
Hey, hold on, dog. I just did the math. You said nigga got one good album. I just did the math.
Podcast listeners, if you were listening, that adds up to.
But that shit wasn't all. But it wasn't one package though.
No,
it was a half and 2/4.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, I like this first album.
Like, hold on. Like you was talking about Strictly for My Niggas. You know what I'm saying? My favorite song on there is Last Words. The only verse I give a shit about on that song is Cube. So nigga, my favorite verse on that whole album is Ice Cube verse. Why fuck Tupac in the top 4? That's just me, man. I don't know, man.
Let me pose another question, kind of like updated. Who for this generation? Who give me 4? I got 3. Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, and somebody else. Who just
I think
supposed to say?
That's it.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm missing somebody.
It ain't nobody on that pantheon.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like Drake.
But but he's popular.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah,
he got the Jay-Z.
What
about like a
Drake? When you put a nice beat, Drake can rap now. We can have questions on if he wrote it or not. But
I didn't say he can't hold his own.
So are we talking?
I didn't say he can't hold his own or whatever. But that's just something about him I don't like.
Are we talking popular though, or just niggas that's spitting?
Yeah, the questions.
We talking about overall body of work.
Yeah.
What about
just like we did with the last?
Okay. Well, what about Black?
What have you want to do?
What about Black Thought? Why
I put it this way. So what we was doing on the last one.
Well, we talking about lyricists. Black Thought.
Hey, Black Thought is
no. those four that we talked about were probably the four most iconic people of the 90s and 2000s.
That's right. Okay, you're right. So
what I'm saying is right now, if you asking who the fourth person is here, and we gotta think about that shit, there ain't one.
No, okay. If we're going with that, then yeah.
So it's really just three.
Do you got a proper list then? If we equating to iconic members of the hip hop community in this day and age right now, yeah.
It's really just three.
And
Pusha T. I don't know.
Well, Pusha T. I mean,
Big Sean.
Well, Pusha T from our era though, man.
No.
Pusha T my age.
No, I say
he's our age. Yeah.
I do like I forget the damn rapper's name now. Shit.
He's not popular.
I was just gonna say Big Crit because he was from down south, but he ain't
I like Big Crit. I like Big Crit too, but
I mean, there's niggas I can name. I like Joey Badass.
Yeah.
But I never heard a Joey Badass song.
Joey Badass.
He goes. Hey man, you know what? When I first heard him, man, one of my students put me up on him. He's like, man, you like Wu-Tang? You would probably like this Joey Badass. That motherfucker bring back the '90s feel for real, man.
Yeah, I used to.
Okay.
I like Mencia, man. I like Mencia.
Who?
I can't think of his first.
Vic Benson?
Yeah,
Mensa.
This nigga said Mencina. I thought he meant Carlos, nigga. I thought he was talking about them jokes.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to, get a.
I'm Mensa. Yeah.
Today's iconic little rappers or whatever.
I think those are the three, though.
Yeah.
Which one of you three got to go?
I would say Drake would have to go just because.
I'm gonna throw that Moto in there.
He's not really fooling with. We all know the negatives. Even though he got the negatives on him, he's just like LeBron. They changed the rules for they Jordan or whatever. So I can't even mention that he didn't write rap. Okay, it is what it is. He's the biggest dude nowadays, but he would have to go out of my three.
Yeah, but I like J. Cole, dog.
I'm gonna go controversial. I'm gonna go controversial.
Kendrick?
I'm gonna say Kendrick.
No.
I'm gonna say Kendrick. Because nigga, the two biggest rap beefs of the last 5-10 years have been centered around Drake, man. That motherfucker has.
Because they don't want
it,
with
dog.
Kendrick.
They don't want that smoke, but what I'm saying,
that nigga went on. What was that shit? He went on Control, and it was like y'all don't want it, and ain't nobody had nothing to say.
There, those two incidents right there probably got me back enthused about hip hop, man. Gave me some faith for the future of hip hop.
I feel you. Kendrick on that.
Spit some little space bars.
Kendrick on that Control joint, dog. That shit, nigga. Hey. he said who he put out. He said who won it. And everybody was like, "We good. We gonna go have beef with Drake."
Nigga, nice as fuck. They all three nice. They all three belong.
I feel you. I feel you.
They all three belong, but if you got to get rid of one, just like
I can't get rid of Kendrick though, dog.
If I got to get one, I got to get rid of him.
I'm just saying. It's your list. You're right. It's your list.
Right.
I'm saying,
it's subjective.
I'm not gonna get. I can do without Drake.
Yeah.
I think Drake is the one that I would listen to the least. But I think he stirs the pot though, man.
I think he actually is the one I would probably listen to the most. Just because it's different ways. I might want to hear this old whining ass, singing ass Drake.
I can't do it.
Man, well, it depends on what. I didn't want to highlight bling. It's catchy, so
he's that personal, dog. Like I'm gonna fit to that Brown.
Who?
Was Drake can spit. Drake can spit. I mean, when given, he can spit.
He just dropped a song called Immersia or whatever. He's actually still talking about, which I don't like it. He's still talking about the Pusha T shit, but it's tough. It's a tough beat, and he out here he rhyming on it, but he's kind of still. Hurt by that.
Yeah. That's why he got to stay, man, because he bringing my nigga Push back.
Hey, dog. Pusha T, man, that nigga said you are hiding a child, nigga. Whoa, nigga, what?
Deadbeat motherfucker playing
Border Patrol.
Yeah.
Nigga said what?
Yeah, that's classic. That's
Every nigga in America open up a laptop somewhere to figure out what the fuck he was talking about. What's nigga talking about? Border Patrol.
Hey, because of Drake, he pushed Pusha T to have the best album of 2018.
No, he didn't though. But he didn't have the best album.
Oh man, what was better?
Oh, Nipsey. And Nipsey came out in the beginning of the year.
Died, man.
Nipsey, nah, bro, I've been pushing Nipsey since he came, bro. He came out in February of a year that had a gang of historic music, and he lasted and was Grammy nominated.
Nipsey
say a lot.
Nipsey was okay. Nipsey was okay, but
he what?
Nipsey was okay.
The Daytona album was also up for the Grammy.
Man, he only has 7 songs, bro. I'm sorry.
That's all you need.
That's an EP.
Nigga, fucking Illmatic only had 9.
Right.
Now we talking about a classic. Now, come on now. Let's stop.
That's a modern.
And we talking about different time frames.
That's a modern day classic.
What is? What's the modern day classic?
That fucking Daytona. Daytona is a modern day. I said a modern day classic. Illmatic is a certified classic.
KOD is more of a certified classic than Daytona ever was.
That will be, yes.
That KOD was trash.
See?
What?
That shit was trash, man. That shit was horrible.
Oh, man. Somebody
I love it.
Off.
I don't know about that. I can't say KOD was trash. I can't say that.
Hold up. That shit wasn't near about as good as the 2 previous albums for J. Cole.
No, I didn't say that.
That shit wasn't near about close to them 2 albums.
I didn't say that.
But I wouldn't say. But to say they trash is a big jump too.
But that KOD was not it though. No.
But so if KOD ain't it, if that can't touch his past 2, then Daytona ain't even cutting it.
Nigga, you crazy? That's his best one, straight up. That's his best album, and I fucks with Pusha T heavy.
Yeah.
That fucking Daytona is nasty.
It is. It just wasn't the album of the year.
Okay.
It was the EP of the year.
The EP of the year.
I like it.
When that motherfucker is up for a Grammy for album because
it was Kanye West's best work of the year, which ain't
you know what? I don't care what y'all say. Kendrick Lamar is still, of the new people, Kendrick Lamar is still my favorite.
And he better keep coming on with something then.
Well,
he need to wake up.
Come with something. But yeah, Kendrick Lamar is still going to be my favorite.
He can get forgot nowadays.
Kendrick Lamar ain't nothing but a knockoff Andre 3000, man.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
He the Kmart. He the Kmart 3-stack, nigga.
I don't know about that. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that.
What the fuck you talking about?
I can't agree with that. I mean, he is a weird little nigga, but I can't agree with that.
Yeah. I actually think Tyler, when he just came out, he just tried the whole new.
We did
the whole new Love Below movement to me.
Ooh, I
have to check that out.
I like Tyler.
Creative.
Yeah, that to me, that's what that reminds me of. When Andre kind of started drifting off on the other side with different things, that's what Tyler's last album.
You know what though? I like about that's the one thing I did like about Andre 3000, man, because his shit is so versatile, man. I mean, because he goes from rapping to singing. And, you know, he's pretty much probably the pioneer to do that shit to me.
From rapping and singing?
Yeah.
Nigga fucking Ja Rule was doing that shit back in 99.
Man, Devin the Dude.
I'll be in the bathroom boo-boo.
The reason why I like Devin is, man, that motherfucker just like me, man. We nasty as fuck. That's why I like Devin.
Do what the fuck you wanna do.
We nasty motherfuckers, though. And I was like, yeah, I love that shit.
That Tyler. Ooh.
God damn.
Yeah, I like Tyler.
Tyler's off the chain this time.
We talking about Tyler, the creator.
Yeah, I like his album before this one came out more though. The Flower Boy album.
I haven't really sat down and hear this shit, you know.
Huh?
I haven't really sat down and heard this shit yet.
Yeah, I mean, if you just go out, I mean, the mixtapes, what he was putting out, was it Wolf, Goblin, then he got his whole little crew, man. Yeah, just watch the growth, like, you know, Damon said. You go back and where he started to where he is now, man, definitely some growth. But the flow, the beats, all there. All there. The nigga's a hell. He's a hell of a producer.
Let me put this out there. Hold on real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So we were looking for that fourth member of the group. You know what I'm saying? Like we had the Jay, the Nas, the Pac, and Big.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, like I said, if we got to think about it, it might be hard. But the one motherfucker I think I might throw in that group is Logic.
I was going to say Logic, but I was saying I don't know if he's as.
I haven't heard a single Logic song.
He's not as popular as those other three.
Okay. Yeah.
I haven't heard a single Logic song.
Dog, golly.
No, I'll take it back. I heard that one with the Wu-Tang. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Logic can spit, man.
Yeah, he can spit.
Yeah. I heard he can.
Hold on.
I heard he can. It's just not my cup of tea.
We'll just play.
He grew up idolizing Eminem, so him and Eminem just did a song together.
And I fell off of Eminem a long time ago.
I feel you, but this motherfucker is.
And really, shouldn't he belong in that group of four? If you want a controversial question.
You talking about this group of four or the old?
No, the old school group of four.
They didn't put him in there.
They put him in there, but
okay.
Hold on. Here you go. Son.
He'd be the one I go.
Because you came out of my balls, nigga. Fuck rap, bustin' like an addict with a semi-automatic. Who done had it and he ready for anybody to buck back. Hold on, catch a vibe, ain't no way in hell we leaving nobody alive. Even suicide, no fuck that. Bobby feeling villainous, he killing us. I'm coming for your man and his lady and even a baby. I'm feeling like I'm chicken, Slim Shady with rabies. I'm foaming at the mouth, ain't nobody taking me out. Every single rapper in the industry, yeah, they know what I'm about. And I dare you to test me, cause not a single one of you motherfuckers impress me. And maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration.
Good say.
He's on the Tech 9 type of rapper.
That's one of his idols. He'll tell you that. That's one of his idols.
It's Eminem.
Yeah, it's more.
I mean, they all in the same kind of boat.
Nah. I feel like I've heard him in interviews big up in Tech 9 now.
No, he had one where it was an interview. It wasn't so much an interview, but he got a chance to go meet. It's a couple years ago. He got to go meet Tech 9 backstage. They were just going back and forth spitting bars, and like this nigga basically was like, "You're one of my idols." You can definitely tell the cadence and some of the rhymes.
He's influenced. Yeah, he's definitely influenced.
For sure.
You gotta go. So Eminem's in that song, but you gotta go to the end because there's a fucking the best part of that song.
Hey.
Oh, that shit at the end.
Have you heard this shit, D?
Is that the dude who's imitating Eminem on that motherfucker?
But you know that was an actual Twitter video.
No, I know that shit went viral.
Yeah. Hold on.
But no. They just dropped the video for this song this week, nigga.
No. But I'm saying
that?
Yeah.
No. I'm saying. So what they did is they said
I watched it. Yeah.
They said that Eminem could not appear in the video. So what they did is they set up a whole different new concept for the video, where they had motherfuckers standing in for Eminem. Like Eminem can't be there. Let's put somebody in there to be Eminem while he rapping. Like so in the video, Logic is sitting there like that shit sound whack as fuck.
Yeah.
He said, but don't worry about it. We gonna have somebody pretend to be you too.
Oh.
So they had two actors pretending to be Logic spitting his verse, and then another nigga pretending to be Eminem spitting his verse. And then so what Eminem did at the end of this motherfucker
was pretend to be
the dude who imitated him.
Who's supposed to be imitating Eminem?
The dude who imitated Eminem imitates the dude.
Hold on. Hey D, yeah, listen. This nigga here might be spitter of the year. Hold on, listen up.
Nantucket Africa, fucking dab, the track is the blood of my track that I'm attacking it. What Dracula? Fuck that.
Gotta fast forward.
Playing it. I'm playing and doing all this while
is
you're
great.
panicking.
Awesome.
And you're looking and staring at mannequins. I'm going mannequins, trying to get up a plannikins. All of the plannikins, panikins. Well, all the mannequins, in the cabana. I'm in the cabana in the chant. I'm in the cabana chanting on the stand-up banner. Well, you don't got the stamina, you're lacking the stamina. The stamina while you're divorcing Harrison Ford, and I'm in a Porsche and I'm flowing ports.
Hey, all that nigga said, you use way too many napkins.
Napkins got way too many napkins.
Oh, shit. But low key though, that is how Eminem be sound when he be freestyling though. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga do be using that cadence. Mannequins.
I Hey, he completely.
That nigga said, you using way too many napkins on your backins. Back in the back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nigga, that shit is.
shit,
Hey, the video, they've got the video for that shit this week. That shit is silly as hell,
I'm gonna have
man.
to watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So Logic might be he might be the fourth leg of that chair, man.
I'm not ready to say that, but I had to. I had to see. I had to listen to him more. I don't know.
Logic is pretty good though, man. I mean,
Yeah, this
even before the 1-800 number rap, you know, I kind of peeped Logic's stuff out, and I liked him from there. So,
Hold on,
Driving
G.
a Porsche over the floor.
Here's the rest of the video, D.
4 points. While you're in the 4 points, getting an abortion and a divorce at the same time. The year is supporting. Look what I'm planning. I'm planning to do all this while you're panicking. And you're looking and staring at mannequins. And I'm going to Fannikins trying to get up a plannikins. Fannikin in the cabana. I'm in a cabana in the Janet. I'm in the cabana chanting on the stand-up banner. Well, you don't got the stamina, you're lacking the stamina. You're lacking the stamina while you're divorcing Harrison Ford, and I'm in a Porsche and flowing ports. While I'm
You sound just like dude.
yeah.
you're using way too many napkins. Napkins and chapkins. You using chapstick and napkins while I'm napkin.
Hey, I don't know why that gets me every time. Using way too many napkins. Napkins. That nigga said, you divorcing Harrison Ford and while I'm sitting in the Porsche.
Hold on, dude, you gotta look at the video. Cause this nigga Eminem look just like this motherfucker.
Okay, so
in the video,
he doing
that verse.
Damon got the backstory there. So hold on, I'll fast forward. Ah, shit. Hold on, I mute this shit.
There it is, right there.
Yeah.
That's how you know Eminem thought it was hilarious.
Oh, he did. He did. There it is, right there.
Yeah. Hold on.
This is Eminem playing the dude back.
I'm planning to do all this while you're panicking. And you're looking and staring at mannequins. Mannequins. All of the mannequins, mannequins. Well, all the mannequins, in the cabana. I'm in a cabana in the Janet. I'm in a cabana chanting on the stand-up banner. Well, you don't got the stamina, you're lacking the stamina. You're lacking the stamina while you...
Oh, shit. It's always good when motherfuckers can laugh at themselves, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Niggas too serious in the world sometimes. Whew. Okay. All right. I think we have covered what we have set forth to cover.
Mm-hmm.
When you bring up Eminem, I probably put like a middle 4 between. If we put the 4 we just did,
yeah,
the 4 from the old school we looked at first, I probably put a middle 4 up, and I probably say in that middle 4, like I say the 2010, like. You know what I'm saying? 2005 to about 2012, somewhere in there. Maybe Eminem, maybe Kanye, maybe Lil Wayne.
No Kanye.
I don't think he would make the group. I'm not saying he probably be the one you send out.
I'm gonna say Ludacris. I'm gonna say Eminem.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
Luda. Is Luda the top 4?
Yeah, Luda.
Nobody gives Luda props, but yes, I got Luda somewhere around.
No, he get props, but is he in the top? Like there's a whole bunch of niggas we didn't talk about outside.
And can't none of them fool with Luda.
Fucking Black Thought, we didn't talk about that.
Oh, well, yeah. But how many singles, albums did he have? Like, we going out for groups? You know.
That's why we got it.
I mean, he's the only nigga rapping on the Roots albums.
Right.
But it's a whole collective that takes the whole music for the Roots. Like, if we're talking about lyricists, then yeah. I mean, yeah, he's gonna be top 3 lyricists.
We gonna talk that.
When we talking about
Fair Amount shot that motherfucker too.
I don't know.
Boy, Talib Kweli.
Did you say Fair
I'm
Amount?
saying,
Yes.
y'all telling me exactly what I'm trying to say. There's a whole bunch of niggas we could have named in that first group.
Damn, man, y'all going off right now.
We only named the top 4. I'm saying,
But are we talking about lyricism, or are we just talking about the whole? Because Luda has a lot of platinum plaques, and he can't.
I go back into the 80s on y'all ass.
I'm not saying he ain't had no platinum plaques. I'm saying that Eminem had way more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that Kanye has way more.
Yeah.
But Kanye can't flow.
I'm saying little. But then you put him out your list. I'm saying the top four transcendent artists.
Okay. 50 Cent should be in there somewhere. He gotta be.
So that's it, right? 50.
Yeah, definitely.
50 Eminem. Who was the other two we just named?
Kanye.
Lil Wayne and Kanye.
Oh yeah, you're right. That is a stopgap through. I'm gonna say
go ahead.
Kanye gotta go.
I don't know, dog. Them first three folks.
Dude, hold on. If Ye go, all of Ye beats gotta go.
I don't care. I've never been a Kanye. I like his beats, but I mean, other than that, I like the Kanye beats. No, but you can't tell me that Ye's beats gotta go when Jay-Z was the four above him.
Yeah. I got a top four. Hey, I got a top four for y'all.
If you take Ye out, all them classics that Jay spit over Kanye beats gotta go too, man.
Hey, Jay got enough to hold over, so I'm taking Ye out.
Hey,
I can't do it.
Jay
got enough from Just Blaze.
I'm about to embarrass the fuck out of y'all. My top four is Big Daddy Kane, motherfucking Rakim.
What? Who?
Hold on.
Big Daddy Kane. Who else?
Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, motherfucking, of course, Tupac Shakur. And
what are you just naming niggas?
I got the nigga that bagged my groceries. The nigga that hooked me up on 2 more pieces of chicken in the 10-piece.
This nigga talking about black kids.
The nigga
Jenkins and Jefferson.
Harrison Ford. You get him divorced and I'm sitting in the Porsche.
Old Calvin before he went to work with McDonald's and everything.
Y'all niggas heard of Big Daddy Kane. Come on.
But that's not what we doing right now, nigga. We talking about this particular era. Who were the 4 niggas of that era and which one gotta go? You're just naming niggas from other areas and like, come on, man.
Africa, Bambaataa.
The whole Zulu Nation. Hold on. I got Curtis Blow.
Motherfucking Sugar Hill Gang.
And them two niggas from Breaking. Even though I don't know they wasn't rapping, I got them 2 niggas too.
Ozone and Turbo.
I got Ozone and Turbo, nigga.
I got Ozone. That's a pretty motherfucker.
What you about to say, Joe? My bad.
I about to say, if you want to do it for that era, you probably had to put up would be LL.
Yeah, that Kubo D.
I don't know if I'm putting Mo D in that top 4.
Oh, come on. Heavy D, I'm sorry. Heavy D.
I'm not putting Heavy D up there either. I'm putting
Damon had a heart attack.
I'm putting KRS.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I was never a big KRS-One fan.
But I'm not. But he was.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm being ignorant, but I feel you. He will go in the iconic list.
That nigga's a bar spitter though. He was a bar. Hey man.
KRS-One? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're going to have a special podcast based on just genres of music, R&B, kings and queens, and all that, and just debate some of these, because some of y'all stinks.
That's going to lead the niggas talking about R. Kelly.
We gonna leave some of them.
I'm saying you talking about R&B King, nigga.
Well, nah, we gonna omit. We gonna do them like they do Barry Bonds.
He admitted
like they do Barry Bonds.
They do Barry. He got an
They
asterisk.
don't acknowledge him.
They put an asterisk by his name.
That's my guy.
That's my guy.
My guy.
That is a good. I'm trying to think. 2005, dog. Just. The 2000s, that's a good one.
That was Lil Wayne.
I'm telling you, that's Lil Wayne. That's Eminem. That's 50. And that was the other one we said.
Damn.
We said one more. I forgot who it was.
50. Oh, so
Kanye.
Yeah.
And Kanye.
Yep.
Which one gotta go?
Outcast too, though. I mean, that's not getting twisted.
Like we said, we start getting into groups though. But that group versus
time period. Is that time period though? I can't put it back with that other group.
Who has to go?
Oh well, shit, man, shit. This talking about
he back with that other group.
Kanye, and the only reason why Kanye has to go is because
I guess that was late 90s.
That's it.
That was late 90s. 90s, yeah. That's different. That's not 2000.
But I like Wayne. Yeah, I like all four.
I like the old Wayne, man. This new doped up Wayne just started.
Yeah, the old Wayne is better.
Drugs played a big part in some of these niggas.
Noriega?
Noriega.
I'm just being stupid now.
CNN.
Nigga, that's stupid.
What?
That was the golden age. Boy, look, I'm telling you.
What about Mystical?
Shit,
nigga came to foot my. I mean, he started raping people, so we can't talk about that nigga.
See, now wait a minute. So where did DMX go?
DMX. God damn it.
To the crack house?
Let's not forget about her.
I mean, we just asking where he went.
To Iyanla Mazai.
Just say Iyanla Mazai.
But I still love you. The DMX will be up there,
What is that 30-ass laugh over there?
Remember that video, dog, with the dude was on crack? It's up.
He started crying.
You never seen that, Joe?
I just didn't know what the fuck I just started hearing sounds. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That's them kids in that closet y'all were talking about.
Ooh. Oh, no. Well, he down there Andy about to get him. Nigga say he been sitting on his hands. They perfectly numb. He ready. But nah, yeah. That's it. That's definitely we have to get into that, and like we did with our the Coonies. Sit down and
Coonies.
You gotta go back to that episode, dog. That was we did a episode.
That was a classic.
I know you took a break from us for a minute for various reasons, but the Coonies.
Anger management.
Yeah, anger management. I feel you. The Coonies.
We still ain't play that tire video.
Y'all told me not to do it. Hold on.
It ain't.
I keep it on deck. It's right there. Just taking it.
Stand in there.
That's what I want for Christmas.
Oh, you getting kind of low though, nigga. Damn.
Getting that dig in.
They getting all through that.
Sharp as steel.
Hey, you see that leg wobble?
That hurt though.
Hey, y'all see that leg wobble, my man in the black? he took one. Hold on. Here it comes. Here it comes. Right there. Oh, he caught me. He caught me, coach.
Coach, call it.
Oh, shit. The inside jokes. Anyway.
People ain't privy to that one.
Yeah, well, yeah, D. If you go back and look up the Coonies episode, we did a. It was kind of like our take on the not the Grammys, the Oscars.
Yeah.
So basically, we rewarded. We made up our own categories. You know, Magic Negro, best, white female savior, just shit like that. I think it was overall
Who was the Magic Negro? Mashard Ali, the Green Book.
He was up for it.
He was up for it. I believe John Coffey win the Magic Negro.
Yeah, he was the Magic Negro. Yeah.
Because we had, I think it was like Vagabonds, Radio, John Coffey. Yeah. Yep.
Man.
John Coffey, Denzel.
No. What's the big nigga's name that died?
Mike.
Mike Clark.
Yeah, from Green Mile.
Yeah. If you would have seen that damn the trailer to Green Mile, man, you'll see why that motherfucker won, dog.
Yeah, so we on the show like all the we played the clips and then we voted for the winner, and all the clips are like the links are in the show notes. So yeah, I think you would enjoy it, dog. It's some good fucking comedy.
That one's worth going back to.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. How long ago was this one?
Was that whenever the Oscars came out?
I'm looking at it's episode 80. It's episode 80.
Okay.
Yeah, so like when the Oscars, it was right the night before the Oscars, I believe, or the couple days before the Oscars.
Might have been. Yeah, I think it was like I think we recorded the night before.
Yeah.
That's hold up.
I know it was around that time.
We recorded that motherfucker before the Oscars. That bitch didn't come out till a couple days after the Oscars.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah. No, yeah, papi. But yeah.
Oh, the toy was in there for Richard Pryor.
Oh.
The butler.
The butler, dog. Hey, I just remember because I've never seen radio.
I think the toy would have won for me.
See, yeah. Hey, you got to come back. We have to do another one.
You should have. Yeah, man. We gonna have to do something. We gonna have to do something along those lines.
Hey, the toy. Y'all gonna make me go watch that movie tonight.
Hey, I've never seen.
Listen to that episode, man. For real, that shit was funny as.
I've never seen radio though. But that motherfucker, that preview made me so mad, dog. That
nigga, that fucking trailer we read, dog.
That's a good one, Cole. I was like, nigga, I'm done. I hate white people, nigga. Who made this?
Hey, man. So if you're going back to listen to the episode, go check out that one. But then go also check out episode 71, nigga. The award show we did. Those probably two of my favorite episodes right there, man.
Oh, yeah.
71 and 80.
Yeah.
71 and 80.
Yeah. We did the our inaugural best of show. Yeah.
The best of that shit was silly as fuck. And then that's when we named the category for episode 60 Duck Boats.
Very bad. Very bad episode, dog.
Have you heard that episode?
Nah, but that's fucked up that y'all named the Duck Boats.
You already know what we talking about, don't you?
That's fucked up. I like it.
You would have enjoyed it, nigga.
Before you do anything else, nigga, you go back and check the other ones out.
But that's fucked up that y'all naming this shit after some people that dead is doing now.
Hey. That's a nigga Rodger.
No. Hey, D. Hey, when you go back and listen, the whole shit kick off near the end of the episode. Go back and listen.
Work before I get back out here on them two there. But that's fucked up that y'all named the Duck Boats.
Nigga, go listen to the last 25 minutes of episode 60. I'm telling you.
AD, when you
60, 71, and 80.
AD, when you go listen with a clear ear, and you tell me who is to blame for kicking that shit off, dog. Cause you niggas trying to say it's me. No.
Hey man.
What?
Somebody else started that shit. But nigga, it didn't take long, nigga.
It was your brother, nigga. It was. I swear to God, it was James.
It was like we said with the rap battles, nigga. Yeah. It don't take much, nigga. I'll take his really space and opportunity, nigga.
I was in there, Blanikin. You used to do every napkin.
Duck Boats, man.
Huh?
25 minutes, nigga. Nigga, we still on that motherfucker. We talking about that shit right now. That shit, I'm sorry. That shit is so wretched, nigga, but it is so fucking funny, dog.
It went bad. It went bad real quick.
Man, you motherfuckers is wrong.
Yeah, Welcome to the fold.
I like it though.
Welcome to the fold.
Yeah.
Duck Boats.
That nigga, hey man, go back and listen to them 3 episodes right there.
I might not though, Joe. I don't know. I might not now. I mean, that's just you telling me to be rap.
Hey, it's gonna be a wrong.
I'm not supporting this.
Hey, it's gonna be wrong as get out, man. That shit's gonna be funny as fuck. Damn.
All right. Now for real though, we have discussed everything we came to discuss. And I'll put it out there as I've always put it out there to when me and D have talked about it privately. You know, you're always welcome back. We want you to come back. Hope you enjoyed yourself on the show. Getting chit chat a little bit.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. I appreciate this, man. Y'all are something else.
yeah, yes we are. All right,
would not be riding on duck boats with y'all.
No. If you listen to the episode, you will hear that we would not be riding on duck boats either. We are not fans of that shit either.
Don't do it. I wouldn't do that if I was
Hey,
just so happens the one old nigga that tells you not to do something is underwater.
I was just getting ready to say that must be the nigga, the smart nigga in the corner. Yeah, I went through this.
Hey, he's a smart nigga, but he on the boat too. So like, hey, I wouldn't have.
Hey, see, nigga, you already caught up, nigga. You might. And who drew you in this time, though?
Oh, damn.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I got to go see that and listen to that one. But, yeah, man, right on for having me out here, man. This is a pleasure.
Yeah. We appreciate your time, man. Always, man. Thanks for listening. And like I said, man, just hey, we'll be in touch to get you back on here. I'll keep poking the bear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Well worth it, man. Good to have you on.
Right on.
So,
y'all keep doing the good work.
Yes, sir. We gonna keep coming here every week and putting it out for the people.
That'll work.
So, you other brothers, y'all feel anything else you want to add to before we get out of here for the week?
I think we covered just about everything for this week. I'm good.
All right. What about you, Joe?
Man, I'm just I'm back on duck boats.
Here we go again.
He's still thinking about that shit.
That sinking feeling.
Man.
That sinking feeling.
No, sinking feeling. That's bad.
Come on, man.
I wish you know that boat is
that old man river, that old man. Okay. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Oh shit. Okay. We get out here for real, man. Hey, thank you everybody for your time. Nigga Rocker Podcast, I-70 Connect, 10 meters, half brother Doom, Joe Jeff, my brother D in the house. I'm the KC Stork as always, man. All the links will be provided in the show notes. Thank you for your time. Nigga Rocker Podcast, we out.